All right. Hey guys, my name's Florian and I am here. I'm making together with Günther, who is my guest today, who is a manager at voestalpine, on our way to Campus O2 University of Applied Sciences for innovation management for today's class in accounting. We make here this carpool podcast. If James Gordon can do it for the Late Late Show on Apple Plus, we also can do it for the Motivated Minds podcast, now available on YouTube. Our today's topic, while driving here, we are not driving home for Christmas. No, Christmas is already over. We are on our way driving home to university. So at Campus O2, we will today again at the Saturday have our university classes. We always study Friday and Saturday so that we can work within the week. Günther is working as the head of controlling in a big Austrian steel company. My person, I am working as a young innovator, let's say it like that. Basically it's an innovation manager with a student trainee contract at an Austrian automotive industry company, which is quite interesting, having the race between Chinese and European industry. I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm, let's say. So now making this video, let's talk with Günther, having the first question. How is it for you dealing with the struggles of mixing especially the university classes with your work life? So what challenges come here along in your work life? I guess time management is quite critical.
Yes, absolutely. Time management is the main task due to the kind of job I have. I have 50 to 60 hours a week job, and
wow.
Especially in the first half of the month, the schedule is very packed with closing activities and so on. The second half of the month it is easier, to be honest. It's okay with 40 hours, or 45 hours.
But 50 to 60 is quite a lot. Not even, I know a lot of managers who are not working that much, so you seem to be quite needed in your company.
Yes, in fact it is, as that there is one of my employees in the department is on maternity leave, and we didn't get a replacement, and therefore I had to take over some of the tasks and combine it with my normal business, and it leads to very stressy situations.
That you used the vocabulary leading is already pretty good. So for you in a leadership role, mixing leadership with university seems to be quite critical. I'm quite happy, honestly, that I only chose, let's say 20-hour role, but though I always have to work 30 hours, so I guess when you have 40 hours, you have to work 50 hours. It's always a little overtime, because for sure you never have the net zero of your working hours available. So in my opinion, if you work that much, how do you relax then? You have to reload your batteries somehow, you're not a robot. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, the major part of leisure time I use for long walks in the woods and outside, with my wife. We discuss all the topics of her study, which she does at the Pädagogische Hochschule, and we discuss how we can solve our special tasks we have within the studies, and sometimes even within the job, how to deal with challenges.
So it seems so that a good relationship is also a pretty important point, and that is something that is pretty often forgotten in my opinion. So for an example, I have two jobs. My second job is doing workshops in schools. And what I can see here is what is often forgotten is that you also have to have a family, that you have a relationship. Yeah? And at that point I want to greet Tyra. Hi, she's my girlfriend and I love her very, very much. And honestly speaking, what is for me the most important thing is that in the talks with her, I also have that, but in the talks with her, talking with her, playing chess with her, going karaoke with her, going to the spa with her. Honestly, I love going to the spa. We do that at least once a month, not in summer times, there we go to the lakes for sure to swim or to the seaside, but honestly speaking, I have to go at least once a month to the spa to relax and calm down. And together with Tyra, she's my partner, she's always motivating me, telling me keep going, whether it is a challenge in university or in work life, she's motivating. And this is sometimes a little bit forgotten, how such a good relationship and such a bond far beyond, if you want so, can strengthen also you to overcome hurdles and obstacles in this big challenge you have in mixing a normal work role as I have it, or even a leadership role you have it, with university and studying. So I see here a pretty important point. So relationship, and also for sure that you on your own have your time management good together, a good, a well organized, well balanced schedule. But what do you also do for yourself as a person? Do you have some kind of let's say hints you could give to people, maybe students who want to join in further years, what they should think about, in addition to have a good relationship? Some of them might be single, or also in addition to good, well balanced time management, which is for sure the most critical part.
Yeah, I think everyone who thinks of doing such a study alongside his job needs to be aware of the need for prioritizing where to use the time, because every one of us only has around about 16 hours or something like that to use awake, and the rest is needed to for sleep or something like that. And therefore it is important to be aware of that and to prioritize very, very conscious. And to think and talk a lot with the partner, or even with the rest of the family, to organize life.
Yes.
To be honest.
So you have to set your priorities in the right way. That's an interesting point, which is also next to organizing your schedule pretty important. What I also see a lot is that you should have, when studying innovation management, you should be really motivated for doing it. So when you study something and work next to it, you should be really motivated for that, what you're studying for. Because if you don't like what you study, or you're not entirely sure about it, it will be hard for you to sit down after work and learn for 1, 2, 3 hours for a mathematics exam, because otherwise you will ask yourself, why are you doing this? And you mentioned this, Günther, that in previous talks we had, that the Simon Sinek Golden Circle is quite interesting for you. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, for me it was really interesting to hear of Simon Sinek's Golden Circle, where he puts the why in the middle. And only if you really think about why you do the things you do, and how and why you decide like you decide. Only then it will be. You will get positive feedback from yourself on the things you do.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a real why in what you do.
That's interesting, because many young people don't ask themselves why sometimes. But honestly speaking, that's also a pretty crucial point. So in summary, if you want to study innovation management, we from the Motivated Minds podcast can only tell you, think pretty well about it. Innovation management is a great field of study, but for sure to pass the exams, and this can be quite challenging, you need to be motivated. You need to know what you want. You have to think about it. And for sure, in addition, you have to organize yourself pretty well. You need a well-structured schedule, you need a pretty good time management, and to set your priorities right. And for sure, what always helps is a good partner that supports you, that loves you, and for sure also to do for yourself some kind of leisure activities. In my field, it's now at the moment learning chess, or I also want to go back to the gym. I know it's beginning of the year and many people say that now, but in the end, I also would like to do it. So now we arrived here at the university. It's time to go to class, but I hope you enjoyed our video out of the Carpool Lane podcast as part of the Motivated Minds. I hope the vision and the views of Günther and me, so the perspective, let's say, could, let's say, motivate you or give you some valuable insights. Learn from our experiences out of our sometimes challenging situations we have. But honestly speaking, the most important thing is always that you believe in yourself. And if you plan right, you can master every challenge that comes along to your pathway. Thank you and goodbye.
Stay positive. Goodbye.